Once, in a bustling town of Persia, there lived two brothers, Qasim, the elder, and Ali Baba, the younger. Their father had left them little, and while Qasim married a wealthy woman and grew rich, Ali Baba lived in poverty, working as a woodcutter. Each day, Ali Baba would venture into the forest, gather firewood, and carry it on his donkey to the marketplace. He earned just enough to keep his wife and himself fed. Yet, though he was poor, Ali Baba had a kind heart and a grateful spirit. One day, while cutting wood deep in the forest, Ali Baba heard the sound of horses' hooves and the clatter of weapons. Alarmed, he climbed into a tree for safety. From his perch he saw a band of 40 fearsome thieves, each armed with swords and daggers, riding to a great rock that jutted out from the mountainside. The leader, a tall man with a scar across his cheek, dismounted, raised his arms and cried aloud, "Open, Sesame!" To Ali Baba's astonishment, the rock groaned and split apart, revealing the mouth of a hidden cave. The thieves entered one by one, and the stone closed behind them. Ali Baba's heart pounded. He dared not move until, at last, they came out again. When all had mounted their horses, the leader shouted, "Close, Sesame!" The stone sealed itself as if no door had ever been there, and the band rode away into the desert. When the last hoofbeat had faded, Ali Baba climbed down from the tree, trembling with both fear and excitement. He walked to the great rock, stood where the leader had stood, and whispered the magic words, "Open, Sesame!" At once the rock split open. Ali Baba stepped inside, and his eyes widened. The cavern glowed with the light of countless treasures. There were piles of gold coins spilling from chests, jewels shining in silken bags, bolts of fine cloth, and weapons inlaid with silver. This was the secret hoard of the 40 Thieves, gathered from years of plunder. Ali Baba's poverty was heavy on his shoulders, yet his heart was still cautious. He took only as much gold as his donkey could carry, no more, and whispered the words again, "Close, Sesame." The rock sealed behind him, and Ali Baba returned home. That evening, he showed the treasure to his astonished wife. Together, they rejoiced, though Ali Baba reminded her, "We must be careful. If the thieves discover that their secret is known, our lives will be in grave danger." But the poor do not always remain unnoticed when they grow rich. And soon, Ali Baba's greedy brother Qasim would learn of the secret. Qasim and his wife feasted on dates when Ali Baba dropped by to borrow some sugar. They could not help but notice his donkey was laden with treasure. Though Ali Baba excused himself, claiming to be merely a poor man with simple joys, Qasim was overcome with suspicion. Later, when Ali Baba left, Qasim put the wife on guard. "You shall watch your brother-in-law. By Allah, I will have the bottom of this." As Ali Baba approached, Qasim's wife accused him of thieving. When Ali Baba denied it, she claimed to see gold dust on his clothes. Then she taunted him, "If you are innocent, let your donkey pass through these sacks so we may see." Ashamed and knowing not what else to do, Ali Baba agreed. To his horror, gold coins tumbled out of his donkey's pack. When Qasim learned the truth, he was consumed with anger and greed. At dawn, he saddled 10 mules, loaded them with chests, and went to the cave. He cried, "Open, Sesame!" The rock opened and he stepped inside. His eyes shone at the sight of the treasure, and he hurried to gather more and more. Yet, when the time came to leave, his tongue betrayed him. "Open! Barley? Open! Wheat?" he stammered. The stone did not move. At that moment, the thieves returned. They found Qasim trembling in their cavern. Without mercy, they struck him down. When Qasim did not return, Ali Baba grew worried. He went to the cave, found his brother's lifeless body, and brought him home in sorrow. With the help of his loyal servant girl Morgiana, he gave Qasim a secret burial. But the thieves soon discovered that another had entered their cave and removed the body. Their leader swore vengeance. "We will track this man down and destroy him." the chief of the thieves disguised himself as a merchant and came to town, looking for Ali Baba. Yet Morgiana marked every door with chalk so that the thieves could not find him. The next day, the thieves returned, and being clever, they filled 40 great jars with oil and sent them to Ali Baba's house under the pretense of trade. That night, Morgiana went to fetch oil from the jars. But as she drew near, she heard whispers. "Is it time?" Her blood ran cold. Quickly, she filled a kettle with boiling oil and poured it into each jar. One by one, the thieves perished in silence. When she came to the last jar, it was empty, for in that jar the leader had hidden elsewhere. But Morgiana was not done. Later, when he entered the house disguised as a merchant, Morgiana danced before him with a dagger. At the height of the dance, she plunged the blade into his heart. Ali Baba was astonished when she revealed the truth. She had saved his life, his fortune, and his family. In gratitude, Ali Baba freed Morgiana and welcomed her as one of his own. From then on, Ali Baba lived in peace and prosperity. He alone knew the secret of the cave, but he never again let greed or carelessness betray him. And the words, "Open, Sesame," were remembered only as the key to a tale told for 1,000 nights and more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you so soon. Bye.